All right, guys, the watch list for Friday, which will be October 9th. I'm going to show you the SPY first here. I mean, it's just straight up every day, just higher and higher. It's got to have shorts, just confounded. I don't short that often, and I'm confounded. I just can't believe the size of these moves. But what happens is when you have the market just up this many days in a row, it's certainly coming up into an area of resistance, but, I think shorts are a little bit... I don't know, freaked out right now because we just keep climbing. So I don't want to start saying, okay, well, let's fade this move. I'm really just a spectator, and I'm jumping in and out individual stocks that are giving me setups that I like. But what happens is when you try to build a watch list based on daily charts, which is what I do every night, becomes difficult when you have this kind of action because you've got pretty much everything this many days up in a row. So I tried to find some outliers. So here we go. Tesla. TSLA it hit the 200-day yesterday and then took off again to the down. So this is like 3 days down in a row, and it's not quite where a trend line would be, but did bounce nicely off 220 back here. Got close to that today. So anyway, I have Tesla on bounce watch. A lot of people would say, well, it's got relative weakness compared to the market, and that's true. It's not like I'm in love with it, but I think it's a good candidate for a bounce play. GoPro is another example. I mean, GoPro, this line here was at the IPO lows, and now it's 3 days down in a row to take that out. Nice volume. If these were 5-minute candles and I started to get this pitch in volume, I'd still look for a reversal. And I think GoPro might surprise some people and give a nice bounce one of these days. It's not like I'm bullish on that chart, though, okay? But I want to watch after a bounce. MNG, I've been talking about this one over the past 2 weeks. Broke a trend line right here. Pulled back, and it's finally starting to get some upside momentum. So let's see if we can't get some follow-through to MNGA. Not in love with that one either, by the way. WPCS had a very nice gap play in this one today. Gave a lot of it back, but after I locked in my gain, so I don't care. This one's still interesting to me. The fact that it gave some back maybe means it's got more to go tomorrow. I mean, you've definitely got a catalyst if it gets through today's high over 202. But what often happens is if it is going to run, sometimes we can get a nice narrow range, like in the 170s or 180s, and then an upside break, and then we have 202 as the next possible catalyst, and then even another catalyst here of 208. So I like to get in with what we call a stacked catalyst scenario. So we'll just keep that one on a chart. Doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart. We'll see if we can't get a proper setup. Lumber Liquidators LL, nice little breakout today. Nice volume. That green line doesn't mean anything. It's on my charts for my 5-minute candles, but a nice breakout today for Lumber Liquidators. It's nicely over all the moving averages, the 20, the 50-day. So this one might get a little short squeeze, might get a follow-through day. It's got to be a lot of shorts in that name. HAIN, I don't love this one, but it's just decimated here. It used to be a Wall Street darling. Nice bounce, and then a couple days lower. And I think this might just right here, this might be a higher low, and I think it might be up from here. So I want to watch that one for a possible long. And then WGBS, nice gap up today, gave a lot of it back. But again, that one might give a red to green or something like that. I'm absolutely not in love with this list, but hopefully we'll catch some gap plays in the morning and find some nice reversal setups as we showed you in the video last night. That kind of reversal setups as well. We'll do our thing. We'll work together as a team. Hopefully have another nice day. It's been a pretty good week. And you know what? I'll leave it at that. There's not too much to talk about. Again, all the charts look very similar, so it's very difficult to put together a list. But when the market opens, oftentimes there are some really nice trades that present themselves. So daily charts having, all acting kind of the same because of the SPY doesn't mean we won't find intraday setups in individual stocks. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.